You have reached the office of Governor Mike Braun.
Voicemail.
Please leave your name.
Todd Young, and you reach my Washington, D.C. office. My office is open to serve Hoosiers Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. You can also find out more.
Answer your call.
In Washington, D.C., 202-224-5623.
Good morning. This is the office of Senator Todd Young. How can I help you?
Hi, my name is Lauren. I am a mother of 3 that lives in Jasper, Indiana, and I'd like to talk for a moment about the Medicaid cuts coming up for Indiana and what Senator Young is doing about that.
Sure. I can take your comments and then pass it off.
Okay. Well, I have 2 autistic sons. One was on the wait list for 4 years and finally got in earlier this year, so we do have him on the Medicaid waiver program. But my younger son, he's 7. He's been on the wait list over 4 years. They've told us the program has halted. There's no end date in sight when they might restart the program. And so basically, I feel like the state of Indiana is just saying, we don't care about your special needs kids, nor their therapy.
Right. Is this, ma'am, I think these cuts were passed within the One Big Beautiful Bill.
They were, and the funny part is it goes into effect this Saturday, August the 1st. However, Governor Beshear of Kentucky 5 days ago found $255 million in the budget so that Kentucky does not undergo these cuts. So if Beshear can do that, how can Braun and how can Young and Banks not make this happen for Indiana?
I'm not sure, ma'am. I mean, I can't speak on that, but...
Well, it's kind of a conundrum that needs to be addressed because how can Kentucky do it and Indiana can fail?
Right. I mean, I don't know about Kentucky's financial situation, but it is very interesting, especially seeing that Indiana last year had a surplus in their budget. So,
yeah. Isn't that funny to have a surplus and yet say the line item we're going to cut is special needs kids? Indiana is using an AI system out of Colorado that Colorado State uses and basically runs all of the programs through it to figure out how to have plans denied. And if we don't cover these services, children are not going to be able to integrate into society. They're going to go to group homes. And guess who's going to foot that bill? The state of Indiana. So if we don't get these kids the services they need, all of this baloney about 3 years max, I don't know if you know any special needs kids, but I've raised 2, and you don't grow out of autism like that.
yeah.
So I know that you don't know anything about this, but if you would please document it, I would really like to know what the senator is doing. I would really like a response. I've gotten voicemails for Braun's office, but it's time that we realize the last thing in the budget to cut is people with disabilities versus the first thing. I can't even think of something higher priority on the budget than special needs.
I've written your comments down, and I can pass this along to the senator. I will ask for a response for you via the mail to come to you, but call in again if you don't get it in...
Okay, well, just so you know, because it's going into effect August 1st, I am going to send this throughout social media. I am going to get as many people to call as I can. And if I can get people marching on the streets before Saturday, I absolutely will, to let them know Braun does not care about Indiana's children like Beshear cares about Kentucky.
Okay, ma'am. Well, I'll pass your message along.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Okay, bye-bye.
I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thanks, bye-bye. What, you work for the senator's office, but you don't know anything about Medicaid cuts? You hadn't heard what Kentucky's doing? Bro.